It is very difficult to keep up your focus at the very highest level.
Yeah, I do know players that have used uppers to stay up and to focus better and to play better, and I know it's still around today. It wouldn't surprise me if there are a good number of players and teams that are using in this competition.
Like any other sport, absolutely you can gain an advantage from using certain drugs.
Players that I've heard of that have taken uppers to just stay and practice, only one of them I actually know. And he was one of the top players, and he would take, you know, crystal meth and just play and play and play.
There have been some past events where we actually had our BYOC open for 24 hours where I've actually heard about people that have literally gone 72 hours plus without sleeping, just playing.
It's very, very common for top gamers to take tranquilizers, Adderall, I believe Ritonol is another name. Also amphetamines, methamphetamines, crystal meth.
I'm talking about good players. I'm talking about the professional players that use this. I mean, it really wouldn't surprise me if there were a bunch of teams, the top level CS teams or the top level player, you know, 1v1 players, that were to take uppers. Then why not just take a step further and, you know, start some coke or pop some Adderall, pop some Ritalin, or anything that really can get you going and that could make you better.
One thing about Rafiq was, I don't think he was naive when he left home and tried his best to become a gaming champion. I think it was more courage than being naive on his part. And he's really extremely dedicated. He's got a great amount of belief in what he's doing. And those are the defining characteristics of Rafiq.
Two and a half months ago, we had a tournament in South Africa, in Johannesburg. I told Rafiq, I think this is a great opportunity for you to go over. The money wasn't that big, but I said it's beside the money. It's a political thing because everybody knows about apartheid and everything going on over there. And I just said, I think politically it's a place you need to go and play.
Basically, I thought my purpose in going to South Africa and winning the tournament would be to give others hope for the future. To see like a black African American winning over you know, winning tournaments and actually doing something that no other black African American is doing there, I think was important. None of the black South Africans knew about the computers. Like some of them, I've talked to some people that never even seen a computer before. There's few blacks in this cyber athletic world here, and we knew that there was probably none, because computers and things like that are just hard to come by, you know. One of the sponsors that he was with at the time thought it was valuable also, and so they made arrangements for us to go over there and do that. And then Jonathan Fatality Windles showed up, and we weren't expecting that. The difference between winning and losing could be Fatality.
Fatality was the major favorite. And Rafiq was kind of the underdog in that tournament. Rafiq was sponsored by Whereabouts, and his sponsor abandoned him midway through the tournament. I find it absolutely baffling how anyone would do that. You know, the stakes were really high. The whole international scene was paying attention, and The Apprentice, so to speak, and The Idol met in the grand final. Rafiq met Fatality. Rafiq didn't really break under pressure. He was able to beat his great idol, his role model, a man whose footsteps he followed in South Africa. That's really something. That's really a story. That was a major victory, and a really enormous milestone for Rafiq.
They had a celebration dinner there for Rafiq. A lot of the community showed up there. Some of the people that were involved in the media over there gave up equipment to put a big screen up at this restaurant in Soweto so that Rafiq could do an exhibition game and explain how the game was played. All of that, it was super. The kids came out, the signing of autographs, it was really big. I saw that Rafiq, my son, would be making a difference somewhere. And when I saw a country come out and embrace him, I said, hey, it's on now. You know what? You were telling me you could do this. I said, you know what? I believe you now. I believe you're really going to go #1. I said, I'm going to support you at that.
Hello, DJ Reese.
Hello, caller. Do you know who this is?
I think it's Carmack.
Is that Marcus?
Yes. Hello, Carmack. How are you?
Hi.
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well, obviously. And you know that we've got your friend Angel in the studio today.
Carmack is probably the most incisive, no bullshit type of approach to reporting, and you know, you learn to fear him a little bit.
If you meet Angel in person, he's going to be very friendly, extremely outspoken. He knows exactly what to tell you in order for you to like him.
Carmack tracks everything I say. Carmack, you're the Angel Bible. And he could quote me better than I could quote myself.
If you ask him a question that really, really hurts, he will say, that's a great question.
You know what, Carmack? That's the best question I've been asked in a long time.
And you are right.
It's obvious to you. I'm going to tell you something that you know already.
Blah, blah, blah.
And so that, you know, what's going to happen is...
And then he will distract you in every means possible to put you off guard and talk about something else.
The fortunate thing about the CPL is that we don't have those agendas.
Is Angel an angel? Of course, he's not an angel. Angel is a businessman, and as a businessman, he is cold, he is ruthless. Angel can be malicious. I would say even play dirty tricks on people. Would he be capable of doing something ruthless in the ethically gray area? Yes. I've dealt with Angel and, so to speak, Angel and his goons enough to know that sometimes they do react in a relatively aggressive way, especially when it comes to criticizing the CPL. Could Angel try and destroy someone that stepped on his toes? You just scared me a little bit.
I'm not, you know, some lame guy that's just saying, you know, oh, I play games, but that, you know, I can hang in there.
Do I think he's a real gamer, like close to the hardcore gamer? I don't think so. Or maybe he just doesn't care about the needs of the hardcore gamer.
I used to play with the name Ass Driller.
Ass Driller is as much a fitting nickname for Angel as his real name isn't. By some he would be called a visionary, by some he would be called the devil, the man who is abusing gaming, the man for whom gaming is a cash cow. Has gaming been good to Angel? I think yes. I think yes. Angel claims to have entered gaming as a successful investment banker with no need to make money. He claims that he doesn't need to do it. He claims that it's his hobby. This is probably a very, very extreme comparison, but the CPL is like a parasite that eats away on an organism and then moves on to something else, leaving empty shells behind. And many gamers believe that Angel is trying to squeeze the last dollar out of the CPL.
Tell us what is in this mysterious little vial here, what I'm about to drink.
The CPL has a new sponsor, which hasn't been announced yet, and it's a energy drink for gamers. And it's going to do two things. It has a special delivery system by which you won't get jitters, you will not get a crash, and it has some vitamins and amino acids that increase concentration and focus. That's the size, is a shot. You do the whole 2 ounces.
Right.
The reason that I know so much about it is because that drink is going to be certified by the CPL.
Oh my gosh. It tastes, excuse me.
Does this new sponsor energy drink of yours enhance performance of gamers? That's one lead question.
Right.
Leading question.
No, it does not enhance the performance. It does increase the focus so that you can block a little bit of the distractions that may be in gaming.
Because I do remember a quote from 2003 from January when you said... When you said that, let me quote, the promotion or sale of products that can reportedly modify or enhance the performance of registrant contestants is strictly prohibited at CPL events.
Caller, hello.
Can you OD on that new energy drink?
Great questions. Let me start with the last one. The drink will come with a warning that you have to be 17 or over to be able to drink that, and that it does have niacin, so a lot of people have a reaction. Did it ever kick in for you?
Over the years, Angel has kind of been like the tyrant in gaming. If you wanted to